Hey everybody, welcome back to the Unusual Maw. Welcome back to Final Fantasy 15. Playing Comrades. What's playing Comrades? Actually, this is the first time in a while we played Comrades. Second episode since we've come back to Final Fantasy 15. Trying to finish it up here. I know this last episode we had a lot of frames drop. I think it's because we were recording in 4K. We'll see if it's fixed this episode. Hopefully it is. We'll see, though. We shall see. Begin. Yeah. Pointless stuff. Speed limit is 3. Wiggly line. You can't see it in the bottom, right? Wait. You guys can't see my hand. Not big enough. Portrait setting. I got a shiny forehead today. You know, it's weird. I'm getting a weird like glare off the light on my forehead. And you don't have to point it out, but I am bald. Don't expect it to be that bright. I mean, look how bright that is. It's just like the light right in my head. It's crazy bright. I'll have to fix that at some point. I don't know what we're gonna do. Grow hair. Hear what you guys are saying. Maybe. Post potions. Post O Potions is now operational. Earn elemental stones by participating in daily quests. We're not gonna be doing that. We lowered the resolution quite a bit. This is pretty bad, though. Why is this so bad? Why do you look so bad? You look really bad. You know what? We're just gonna roll with it this episode. We'll try to fix it next episode. Maybe it's
Tino called to give me another update about the situation at Golden Key.
I mean, that's really low resolution, though. You know what? Hang on. Let's return the title. We got a couple minutes to try to fix this. That's real bad. I mean, I guarantee you there's not going to be any frames drop from that, but that looks like, I don't know. Garbage, I guess. That's the word I'm looking for. I think it just defaulted to 4K last episode for the monitor. Hang on, let's go to options. Cannot. I'm sure we're going to screw up something else here. Return to the title. We'll try to keep it under 2 minutes to fix this. Will it happen? Probably not. That looked real bad, though. I don't want it to look that bad. Maybe the graphics turned down, too. Windows Edition. I want to know where's the Linux edition. 100% resolution. That's probably what it was. And then display, we put on 1920 by 1080, which should be correct. That should be good enough. Hopefully, don't drop frames there. If we do, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. A whole nother episode to do. I'm a little bummed. I mean, I really did enjoy this game. I do want to finish it all the way through, but there's a lot of games I want to be playing right now. I think we talked about DuckTales the other day, and then Star Wars Rogue Squadron, and some other games too. And I'm free to play those games. I don't like leaving this open-ended, and then I have to keep it on my hard drive, which I don't. Just the way I am, though. How are you this way? I don't know. I don't always do it, but like the games that I've deleted off my hard drive where I didn't finish the achievements, it really does nag at my soul for like months and months at a time. Because now I know I have to reinstall it if I ever get back to it. I don't know. Which isn't a big deal, but just it feels like it is. Right in the feels, guys. It's got me right in the feels. You ever get got in the feels? Feel something? No. It'd just be me. Connected to server. There is no server. Is that better? Yes. Hopefully no frame drops. Looks okay. Yeah, it's not quite as good looking as yesterday's episode. We need to get a new graphics card. That's what needs to happen. But we probably won't be able to get one until A 21. If we could even get one then. Who knows?
Say hi to your pals.
I mean, we probably will
Barely keep up with you.
in 2021. We'll stick with this one for now because this was easy.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Care out there.
I will take care. Yeah, we'll probably get one in 2021. As long as the prices don't go crazy, which, I mean, they could. I think it happened with the 2080, so even then, we might still get one. I would buy one tonight. This looks pretty high resolution, actually. This is gonna be a little weird. Whoa! That's just a camera glitch. Yeah, I would buy one tonight if I could buy one. I refuse. I mean, you can buy them for like $1,200 right now, but who wants to pay an extra? Let's say you're buying a third party card, and they're going to charge $750 as the MSRP on it. Who's going to pay an extra $500 to some idiot that, you know, basically ruin the release of the card for normal consumers? I saw something interesting on the NVIDIA forums the other day, and I don't know if I could be liable for slander, so I'm going to say this is hearsay. I don't know if it's true or not, but this is what they were talking about. I've not done any research to confirm this, so it may all be false. So research and take what I say here with a grain of salt. But apparently the company EVGA, I believe is the name of it. I've never really been a fan of theirs to begin with. And I hope it's EVGA and not another company. And I'm throwing EVGA under the bus because they may be the good company. There's one company that's doing really good as far as making sure the consumers are actually legit consumers and not scalpers. I think maybe the good company is EVGA. So we'll just say some graphics card company. I got a cough. Smoked too many cigarettes today, guys. Way too many. It's one of those days. But anyway, this company, and it's one of the big players, is supposedly selling their cards as a scalper. They're buying their own cards and then relisting them under like a pseudonym to gouge consumers, basically. But you know, they're entitled to do. But the goodwill that they're gonna get towards the gaming community, I'm in danger. They sell other peripherals too, so it's not just like, okay, well then we're out of the graphics card, or you know, we've done this one thing. We don't care if we score in the gaming community. But anyway, they're selling their own cards for like, you know, $600 over MSRP and claiming that they're sold out. It's a real shady business practice kind of type stuff. Probably legal, but and I don't remember which company it is. I don't think it is EVGA, guys. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's not them. It's one of the other. And I wish I could remember which one it is. It's not Asus. It's not NVIDIA. It's not PNY, which, by the way, not a huge fan of PNY. I haven't really ever owned anything from them. I don't even know that's how you pronounce the company's name. I owned a flash drive that it's just a piece of shit, to be honest with you. Super unimpressed with how that thing's held up over time. It was cheap though, and you know, to be honest with you, I've had it for many, many years, and I may have put it in the washer. So maybe I'm not really being fair, but it's either that thumb drive or a Toshiba one. Either way, neither one of them held their ground for very long. And I was putting what do you call them? I was reformatting them constantly. We'll just say that. Get them, Sada. So if you're interested in that NVIDIA 3080 controversy, I'd highly recommend doing your research and seeing which company is the egregious one. I suspect Here's the thing: I suspect all the companies do it, even Nvidia, and I have no grounds to. I can't prove that. But it kind of makes sense that they would do it. Think about it. It is what it is.
Rations can satisfy
But this particular company is the only one that we know for sure is actually doing it, or at least somebody pointed out that they think it is. It's really hard reading. I'm really bad with Reddit. Like, I'll read a post with some skepticism, and then I'll read, if I find enough confirming comments that support that person's claim, then I tend to validate it, even though I haven't actually done the research myself. I do this all the time. It's real bad.
My friend Dino called to give me another update.
What's up?
So maybe it's not even true. Do your own homework. That's what I'm saying. If you even care. I'm not even sure I really care, to be honest. It doesn't surprise me. I care, but it's just put it on the pile of you don't say.
Very well. Do be careful.
That's what businesses do. They try to make as much money as possible through any means necessary. That is their job. And now we're getting down a weird another weird road that I don't know if I want to go down. This Final Fantasy 15 playthrough. But that's companies. That's what their job is. Their job is to make as much money as possible. They have a legal fiduciary responsibility to their shareholders and their employees. Actually, I don't know if they have a fiduciary responsibility to their employees. But anyway, their job is to make money for the shareholders, and that's what they do. So some people are shocked when businesses do shady stuff. I used to be, and it used to upset me a lot, but you see it all the time now, and it makes sense if you look at it from that. Or maybe it doesn't make sense. Well, it does make sense, but maybe it's easier to stomach if you always look at it through their responsibility to a shareholder. The shareholder is more important than the consumer, by far. And so sometimes businesses go out of their way to I'll say I'm not speaking on every business, but this is just a general rule of thumb. Go out of their way to take care of customers if it's going to help the shareholders, the investors. It's all about making that money. But anyway, probably not going to see a 3080 for forever for a multitude of reasons, one of which being I would say very anti-consumer friendly practices by some of these graphics card companies, which I'll never buy a product from. But probably wasn't going to anyway. I can't remember the brand, but not really a huge fan anyway. I kind of have this weird conspiracy theory, I'll throw it out there anyway, that if you buy the same branded peripherals, things tend to work better. And I think if you think about it intuitively, that probably makes sense. Just because, their hardware is going to operate well with their hardware and their software as well. They designed for that hardware. But also, I think there's some kind of built-in... hey, you've been using that, let's say the mouse, right? That mouse that you've loved for all these years. Why aren't you using the monitors that we make, too? I mean, maybe we just start making your monitor mess up. Or, for example. Now, I imagine that'd probably be like front page news if that was actually true. Because there's some really diligent people out there that are able to figure this stuff out. And I haven't really heard... I've heard some of it, but not to the degree that I'm suggesting. It's probably not true. But I still feel like... Some people say feelings don't matter. I think they do. It helps you sleep at night, knowing that all your peripherals are the same brand, under the assumption that they're all going to work better, because there isn't some kind of built-in obsolescence, some kind of war going on between who's going to be able to sell you the next product that comes along. I don't know. I'm not crazy, guys. You're the crazy ones. Welcome back. Oh, that looks good. That looks real good.
I'd be more than happy to cook for you again sometime. It's quite therapeutic.
Do I only get to choose one of these? That may be the case. Or I make it all. I don't know. The only thing I know about this game, and believe it or not, right before we started this episode, I was trying to look into how to use the special moves on the weapons. I looked for about 10 minutes, still couldn't figure it out. I saw how to do it on controller, if you're using a controller, which we could use. Nothing about keyboards, though. We could actually look... controls. Yeah, there's no keyboard here. This is the Windows edition, guys. I find this kind of thing that game companies do when they make ports, especially when you call it the Windows edition, that doesn't account for keyboard and mouse. Pretty lazy. I'm sure there's a technical reason that it's not here. Now we're gonna save it for the 20K. And it's not because Square is lazy, right? They're not lazy. I mean, look at the beautiful game that they made. Surely they wouldn't just skimp right at the end.
A fine choice. Take care out there.
Probably not. I'll give Square the benefit of the doubt. And a lot of these game companies that don't manage to. I feel like, and maybe we had this discussion when we were playing early on in the series. I think the biggest problem is maybe they're built for Japanese keyboards. Maybe. And rather than have them make... But see, I don't know. It seems like a lot of work goes into to port this stuff that seems like a huge oversight. That something that's probably pretty simple to do. I mean, the mapping's there. And it's actually, kind of in the same ballpark. That and not to do the menus, just like... I don't know. Joe knew. I'm sure it's a technical issue. But I'll tell you what, without sounding like a Kevin here, really turns me off when game companies don't manage to get it done. I kind of suck it up because almost every company does it now, but it is getting old. You see all the beautiful, work that goes into making a beautiful game, such as this one, and then like, nah. Kind of sound like Total Biscuit right now. Total Biscuit used to... I love Total Biscuit. May he rest in peace. Love watching his videos. I wasn't like a daily watcher, but I'd always check in. It's pretty fair. Well, I don't know about a fair reviewer, but I mean, he's a good reviewer. We'll say that. Very thorough. But he was always very hypercritical of the menu options if you've never seen them. But that's the kind of thing. It does matter. So it was always cool that he was on top of that kind of stuff. You just permanently get Kenny Crow now? Is that what's up? Kenny, save me! Kenny! Maybe I was just in a bad mood tonight. I'm just thinking about everything I talked about. A little all over the place. I started watching The Boys yesterday. Pretty good show if you haven't seen it. Very adult oriented, so if you're not an adult, probably don't watch it or ask your parents for permission. But it's a fun show. I like it. I knew I was gonna like it when I saw the previews for it. Just like without even really seeing like the writing or the visual effects that they use. Just the premise seemed like it was going to be a good show. And they didn't let me down. Just now getting around to it. It's actually the first thing I've watched on Prime Video. I'm not actually watching on Prime Video. I'm watching on Prime, but their Prime Video service. That's a pretty good service too. Actually, I'm surprised. I'm not really surprised, but I think they needed one show to draw me in. That was the show. It took me forever to get around to it. I have a friend, obviously. Well, Zarlin. I was gonna say obviously it's Zarlin, but yeah, Zarlin and I have been talking about it. If you haven't been watching the Friday and Saturday episodes, and it kind of compelled me to take the time out to watch it.
Can satisfy one's hunger, but only a proper meal can feed one's
Good.
soul.
Feed your soul, Kenny Crew. So my goal is to try to watch 2 of these a night. which is like 2 hours of TV. It's a lot of TV hours. Like watching a movie every day, which I was doing there for a while. I haven't been able to do it very consistently lately. I can't remember last movie I sat down and watched. Been that
My
long.
friend Dino called to give me another.
Good to see you. See ya.
Might have been when I sat down and watched Jojo Rabbit. I didn't make it all the way through that. Not that it was a bad movie. I was just kind of tired.
All right, let's light it up. Best of luck.
Luck of best.
I foresee great things on your horizon.
We're just gonna spam this one. Probably the whole.
Thank you.
Yeah, probably the whole episode. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to watching those episodes tonight. I got to get through The Witcher. I was watching The Witcher. I made it through like the first episode on that, but I was still in other stuff. I was trying to watch it, and honestly, I just wasn't feeling it. I know if I sat down and watched the whole series, I'd love it. Because I'm into that kind of that setting. I love the Witcher series. Just one episode, I don't know. I think I got lost. I think I might have talked about this on one of the episodes here, probably Final Fantasy, where they all speak English, but they were kind of hard to understand, which made it difficult. And I was doing other stuff at the time. I was trying to watch the episode. I do got to get back and watch that though. I do want to see that. Is everything else like really interesting to talk about? That's my really interesting stuff, by the way, guys. That was it right there. It's that's the best you're gonna get out of me. I wish it wasn't true, but it's true. I guess we could talk. Well, okay, so I don't know if I kind of filtered this to Zarlin today, but we may or may not try to do a watch party of the Boys season 2 this Saturday with the same people we streamed with last weekend. Salty Sax and Daniel's JDD, or I can't remember what her name was in Among Us last week. Do a watch party and watch that. As long as like I filtered it by him, but he didn't really say anything. I don't think. I don't remember. It's been a long day. But he may be already watching season 2. I don't know. And if so, I'll have to catch up on whatever episode he's in, and then we'll. And hopefully, Salty Sax has not seen it. Willie. I don't know. It sounds like fun. Interesting. We won't be able to put it up on YouTube, obviously. So I'll just have to put up a Final Fantasy episode. But you could always go over to twitch.tv and watch it with us on Saturday night. I think you might have to have a. I think you used to have a Prime account to watch it, but I don't think you do anymore. I think you can basically watch Amazon's Prime TV content on Twitch if somebody's doing a viewing party, which is pretty dope if you think about it. I suggest you don't think about it much more than that, though. No, the other thing I wanted to talk about was Baldur's Gate 3. So I remember seeing the that came out. Well, it came out into early access yesterday, and I remember seeing the trailers for that last year, and it looked pretty sweet. Just like the cinematics that they did. I don't think there was any gameplay, but I was looking at the game yesterday, and it wasn't quite the game that I thought it was going to be. I'd never played the original Baldur's Gate, so if you have, maybe that is what you were expecting. Not what I was expecting, though, but still cool. And then I was on Reddit. I'm always on Reddit, but sometime at work, and noticed that Larian Studio was thanking everybody for purchasing the game, and it exceeded their expectations. So Larian Studio happened to make Baldur's Gate 3, and I don't think they made the original. But Larian Studio is the same company that makes Divinity, which I really enjoyed that game. I played the entirety of Divinity 1 and not the entirety of Divinity 2. I keep I don't know, I got to get to that at some point. I'm I'm some ways into it. I can't remember how far I am.
But make do with the seasonings I have.
It's kind of funny. Like I played 1 and 2. I mean, it was probably a year after 2 had come out, maybe even longer than that. But I bought 1 and 2 and played through 1 all the way, and then started to play 2 right after I finished 1. And I'd watched so many YouTubers play through. Here's the thing: if you ever watched a YouTuber play Divinity 2, they never managed to make it past the starting aisle before the series falls apart. It's always kind of depressed me. I've watched
My friend Dino called to
the
give
same
Good to
YouTubers
see you.
do multiple series on it and never make it past the island. Just is the curse of that game. And I myself have never made it past the first island, so
Say hi to your pals.
a lot of game to be played there. I am looking forward to it.
Barely
It's a good
keep
game.
up with you.
I like the Divinity games. So they made Baldur's Gate 2, which is pretty fresh. I do say so myself. And the game is in that same style, I think.
A fine choice.
Based on the
Compare out
the
there.
screenshots I saw, it's very much like a Divinity turn-based RPG. If you're into those kind of games, Baldur's Gate 3. If you like Baldur's Gate 2, I'm assuming you're like Baldur's Gate 1 or 3. What did I... Oh, okay. I picked the wrong mission. I kind of want to play that too, but... I don't know. Too many games to play, guys. Not enough time. I got to... was working on Sekiro last night after Final Fantasy, like I said I would. I got to Genichiro. It's on New Game Plus with the chip damage on. And it's definitely harder. Obviously, New Game Plus. With the chip damage too. But very doable. I think Genichiro is going to be tough. We'll see. I'm already down. Let's go, bro. We'll go after this one here, I guess. Yeah, so that is in progress. We're working on that. And when I get to some newer content, we'll upload a continuation video to the Sekiro series. It's actually going a lot faster now that I don't think there's any items I actually need to get. This thing's gonna explode, isn't it? Oh well. Yeah, I could just kind of blow by a lot of stuff. I don't have to kill the headless. I do want to try to kill all the bosses because each boss you kill gives you 1 attack power. And so your attack power does keep going up every time you kill a boss. I think we talked about it, the difficulty caps out at +7. But I'm assuming you can continue to play it indefinitely and just keep increasing your attack power by killing bosses. To the point where you eventually just probably one-shot bosses with like 300 attack power or whatever. Just breathe on them and they die. Which sounds like fun. So Sekiro might get to stay on my hard drive much longer than the achievement life runs out. Or for the achievement life of the game. It's something I casually play all the time. I say that now, but yeah, start playing some Rogue Squadron and some Baldur's Gate 3, some DuckTales. Yeah, it's hard to see that staying true, but we'll see. All the power. I swear we killed this guy. Let's go, bro. Yeah, we lost some frames there. Get frames detected 25% over the last 2 minutes. 2 minutes ago. 25% over the last 2 minutes, 2 minutes ago. I don't like it. To be honest with you guys. I don't know what that is. 52% over the last 2 minutes.
Dinner is served.
What could that be?
I'd be more than happy to cook for you again sometime. It's quite therapeutic.
If there's anything we can actually do about this. Take a look at what's the 52% over the last 2 minutes. CPU usage or unsuitable encoder settings. Some frames has not been encoded. High CPU use. Lower your encoder settings. What's the old CPU look like? CPU is about maxed. GPU's maxed. Is that what we'll do? I think, well, no, it's in, I don't know. It did go away. How do I go back into full screen here, though? Display area? That's not going to be it. So annoying I can't, maybe that'll work? Stupid. I'm gonna have to actually go back to the main menu to, Windows Edition, guys. Made for Windows. See, now I have that little conspiracy theory that my graphics card is not performing as well as it should because of 26% over the last 2 minutes, a few seconds ago. I have this theory that the new graphics card update screwed up stuff for people not using 3080, or at least my old 9080. Let me go back one more. This is stupid. This is dumb. You could play in windowed mode. We're not going to. But yeah, so after I updated the new to the new patch, it started to spin as one fan only. I think I talked to you guys about this in Sekiro. One fan will spin, and then yeah, just stop spinning, and then it'll spin again. It just makes this annoying sound. And I looked into it, and it seems to be fine. Because I can make both fans spin. It's not a dead fan spin. Full screen is on. Bye. Anyway, well, we might have some more frame drop issues this episode. I don't know what we're gonna do to figure it out. Could be that I'm running two 4K monitors now too, but Sekiro didn't have a problem. So yeah, I have to make a custom fan curve in order for it to not do that, which is fine too. I should probably have one anyway, but it's just annoying that I've had this car for like 4 years, probably, maybe longer than that, and never had an issue. Now all of a sudden it's like, whoa, bro, these graphics are too much. I don't know. I think they got some screwy stuff going on over there at NVIDIA. Between you and me. And look, I'd love to upgrade the card if you guys would just sell me one. For MSRP, though. Way more than that. I way overpaid for my 980. That's not a brag. It was just stupid. I bought the 980 Ti right at the end of the... Right before the 1080s came out. I didn't know they were coming out because... To be honest with you guys, I'm not really a hardware guy. And before... 5 years ago was the first time I built my PC, or 6 years ago. So I wasn't really like on top of it. And
My friend Dino called to give me another.
Ready to get powered up?
no, he didn't. You're a liar. But anyway, I just wasn't really paying attention to the news about
Transmission complete.
graphics cards and all that.
Best of luck.
Very critical note we got there.
You're the talk of the town, kid.
I foresee great things on your horizon.
Want to do that? Not really. Well, did we try this one already? We might have. We'll try it again.
Fine choice. Do be careful.
Yeah, so I think I paid. I'm not even gonna say what I paid for it because it's ridiculous. It's a really sweet graphics card. It's got a lot of functions and features on it that I'm never gonna use. There it is, and it's held up pretty well over the years. It is very dated though, and if I had known, if I was a smart consumer, I would have waited for the 1080 because the 1080s were cheaper than the high-end, better. And I skipped out on the 2080s because, damn, one, I didn't really have the money to buy it. And, I don't know, the 90 was doing okay at that point. Really just missing out on the RTX, which, to be honest with you, I haven't... My brother-in-law has a 2080 with RTX, and I don't think I've actually used his PC since he got it, though, so I don't know... Like, you see videos of what RTX provides... I'm not saying it's not impressive and stuff, because maybe it is, but it's kind of hard to tell, you know, what you're actually going to experience versus what maybe they're trying to promote. But I really want to get in on the 3080 because it's cheap. It's real cheap, and MSRP. Relatively cheap, so just can't buy one. But I feel like we've done this one before. Probably not, right? Fused. Level 18 Mind Player. Oh, I forgot we had the axe. Let's use the axe. It is pretty slow, but oh, look at that damage. Like, what am I doing right now? Guy's just sitting there. We're still losing frames. I don't know. Kind of salty about it, actually. Computers are, they're funny. They're funny things. I have a computer science degree. And I know the ins and outs and how they work, but it still seems like magic to me sometimes. But they're very finicky. If there's something going wrong, like in a driver or something, I don't know. Everything has to be running correctly, and they're very delicate machines. And at the same time, I'd say they're not delicate machines either. TLDR, I don't know what I'm talking about. That's really what I'm trying to say. Please block. I don't like the damage that we were doing to that guy. Not very high damage. Anyway, it could be a multitude of things why the frames are dropping. 90% of the last 2 minutes? Come on. But why? Waiting for that big strike. This is the final boss, I presume. This should unlock some other parts of the quest or the map. I apologize, guys, for the lost frames. There's not a whole lot I can do about it now. I thought we had a solution, but we'll have to keep digging into it. Probably in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have bought another 4K monitor for my second monitor. Even though I don't think that's the issue, but just in principle, it doesn't really make sense to have two 4K monitors. Should have got something with extremely low latency for when it matters and when it doesn't matter too. I'd use the 4K for like watching videos and stuff. Expense. Greedy though, just greedy. Come on. Oh, we got somebody dead already. Hope the banner snatch is the end of it. Luca could die here. Chobull. Still dropping frames, probably. I think when we spam the button, that's why we do that. It's like charging up an attack. That's probably it. Tobo is hurt bad. Help Tobo, Luca. I killed that banner snatch all by myself, kinda. Executed him by myself, anyway. We're in trouble? See if I got a better weapon that does orange damage here. No, don't. We'll just keep rocking the axe, I guess. Yeah, she's still dropping frames. I don't know. Come on. I hope this is the end of the fight here. Not another phase. Maybe though. Can't die, I'm the hero. One more break would be nice. Not gonna happen though. So close. See, here's the thing about this game. This expansion specifically. I feel like it's a foregone conclusion. I know I've talked about this, but like I don't feel like we're gonna lose. They're just spamming left click. But the other part about it is, if we were gonna lose, I'd be pretty salty losing there. Because it was a lot of left clicking to get that done. I don't know. At Kishimoto. Well, hopefully this will be a little bit more stable than last episode, but probably not by much. At least the first half of the episode will be okay. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I get some of the sheen off my forehead. Yeah, kinda. Kinda.
Glad you made it back. Dinner is served.
Eat some spicy lamb.
I'd be more than happy to cook for you again
Long
sometime.
bone.
It's
I don't know.
quite therapeutic.
We level up. We were close. If we didn't, save up 60,000 power. That's probably another 20k. Yeah, probably more like 50. More. We got time for probably 2 or 3 more.
My friend Dino called to give me another.
Good to see you.
Did he though? Unlock something. Yeah.
All right, let's light it up.
Excellent. Not enough to do what we need to do, but start one more, and then we'll be able to get this power station with those refugees.
Thanks again.
You're the talk of the town, kid. Thank you.
I can barely keep up with you.
Let's do this one again. Real easy. Should be enough to unlock that one too, and we'll see what's next. See what do. 2% bullet. Give us a Kenny Crow. Come on. One Kenneth Crow. Doesn't look like it. We're at 26 here, which is over the halfway point. That's a really long expansion. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be this long. It's just a long one. A lot of grinding. A lot of grinding. Some of our comrades are so weak there. 5 attack. Really, bro? A Nidus has appeared. We could go take out the Nidus. I don't think the Niduses have a whole lot of HP. We're neither of these guys with the axe. Electrolyte condenser is full. Electrolytic condenser. Sure. Demons are being drawn to Nidus, we know. We don't care. We're here to smash axe into robot. Only axe smash. I like that one, it's quick. Killed 2 guys. Some fresh tripe. How that works if I keep pressing the button? No. Sometimes the guy just pauses. For no good reason. Yeah, 86,000 damage. Come on, come on. Like 86% of the damage.
Welcome back.
Ghostly Ghost
Now,
Man.
let's dig in. Rations can satisfy one's
Do I care what that
hunger, but
food
only
buff is?
a
Not really.
meal can
We can't change it, so it is what it is. Is what it is. We have time for like 2 more here. Surprisingly. 2 more robot resurrections. Sent to darkness.
My friend Dino called to give me another up.
Ready to get powered up?
Talcott is such a liar. That's not Talcott, is it? Talcott's like old in this timeline, isn't
We're
he?
bringing the light back to Lucis.
I don't know. Refugees have made it. Been safely escorted to Old Estalium. Leaders must be elected to each outpost. Each leader will offer different donations to help the
Best
resurrection
of luck.
reconstruction effort.
Any bright ideas?
Yeah, it's been a long day. We're tired. Everybody's tired.
It's looking brighter already.
Everybody's so sick and tired. Lady to Esma? Or letter? Lady to Esma? How do you get over here? 13k. Yeah, if we do these robo resurrections, we can shore that up too. That's a quest. Okay,
Bye now.
gotta get that done.
You're the talk of the
I foresee
The talk of the
great things on
town.
your horizon. A fine choice. Do be careful.
Do be careful. Yeah, I still haven't got a chance to look at the achievements we need. What's all left in here? It's at least 2. Probably 3. Actually, it's at least 3. It's probably more like 5. I mean to say. I sigil multi-kit. This was a fun game. It feels like so long ago since we played the base game. It was probably 3 months ago, though. No, maybe 4. We actually finished the base game. So long ago. You have damage? Not really. Give me a break, please. Let's just go take over the Nidus here real quick. How do I feel about that? I didn't love it, I'm gonna be honest. Struggle is real, guys. We dead? No, not quite. Kind of luck of the draw. Last run was real smooth. This one, not so much. It's kind of sad that I don't really know a whole lot about Final Fantasy 16, even though they just announced it not too long ago. Part of me didn't even want to look into what it was about, just because of the PS exclusivity. Which I'm sure eventually it'll come to PC, but like 30 years later. so salty today. Being super negative. I've heard me say negative things like 4 or 5 times this episode. At least. Maybe it's because the debates were on when I came home. Yeah. The vice presidential debates. Hey, Matt. They kind of look like, what's that, the actor's name from Beetlejuice? The weird uncle. I mean, they were all kind of weird. You know, that's strange. That movie was so...
Sounds good. I'll go whip something.
The actors and actresses are so weird in the movie, and yet they come across as very normal compared to
It's been ages since I ate around a campfire.
Beetlejuice.
Not since Noct was still around.
But in their own setting, without Beetlejuice around, they were very strange. Very strange characters. You know, so it's really good. Maybe I've talked about this, the Beetlejuice cartoon. I think I did talk about this in PoE. We were talking about Beetlejuice too. I think it did. That's a good cartoon though, the Beetlejuice cartoon. Don't take my word for it.
My friend Dino called to give me another.
You're the talk of the town, kid.
I can barely keep
Should I
up
do
with
one more of
you.
these real quick?
Thank you.
And then we'll call it
I wish you
a episode, and we'll unlock that last that one note that costs 7k. See what that opens up. Warrior's Sigil. It's kind of strange just thinking about how many IPs out there in the world that I've, been a fan of. I tend to like a lot of things. So even though I've been so negative today, I tend to be a fan of a lot of different stuff. There's so many things that I'm not. I think the thing is I'm not like an overly over the top fan. I tend to like everything. Yeah, you meet those people that are just like real into Star Wars. Like they know all the Star Wars lore or Star Trek. It's just a general example. Like get the same thing with Lord of the Rings people or Harry Potter people. Not a whole lot of things I get down like that for, but I tend to like. I mean, I like all those things a lot. What was my point? Oh, there's just so much stuff so much media to ingest. It's kind of nice, but also a little daunting at the same time. If I can complain. I think I may complain. When I complain, it's not like I'm really complaining. I think it's... correct me if I'm wrong if you're European and you watch this, or specifically from the UK. British people like to complain. And it's not really like they're complaining to, because they're actually upset about something. They just... It's how they talk about stuff. Even stuff that they like. And I think I have a lot of English blood in me on my dad's side. And on my mom's side too. But I think that's more of a cultural thing rather than a biological thing, so it's not really how that works. To call myself on my own bullshit sometimes. That was quick. Easy peasy. Frames dropped. The DZ. Look, I can spam heals too. Look at me. Animations. Want to cast something, but I have no MP. Life is over. 69k. Bit weak. Still on the weak side, but allow it.
You glaives just sit tight while I throw some. Here you go.
Increases gil received upon quest completion by 50%.
All right, I've done my share. Next time I say you cook for me instead.
I'll do it.
Something with a nice local flavor.
I'll do it. Unlock this last node here. We're about exactly on the hour marker. Somewhat intentional. Sent into darkness.
My friend Dino called to give me another update about.
What's up?
Does look like Talkit though. We are unlocking this guy. Okay. Oh, I had exactly enough.
Transmission complete.
Can't complain about that. Fire Sigil multicast. Okay. So that's another one of the achievements is to unlock all these. So we've got 6 more to go. See, there's one there. There's it's probably gonna unlock a lot of stuff for sure. Buy that for no reason. Maybe we don't. We'll save this one for last. Wow, this has to open up. I don't know. I'm sure it all makes sense at the end. All right, guys, but that is going to do it for this episode of not Sekiro, Final Fantasy 15. Just we're dropping frames right now. Look at that. What is that? I don't know. As usual, like, comment, and subscribe. You can see the YouTube schedule over here. Yeah, I'm definitely lagging big time. Big time. So bizarre. Anyway, that's the schedule there. Friday and Saturday night we stream over on... Oh, what just happened? What's that? Friday and Saturday night we stream over on twitch.tv/ZarlinTV. Have to excuse me for the technical difficulties here. We stream at 10 p.m. Eastern time. That's with Zarlin. Friday nights we're playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. We're on chapter 9, maybe? I don't remember. We didn't actually get to play last week due to schedule conflicts. And then on Saturday we play a random community focused type game. Not really sure what we're doing this week, but you guys will probably know before I will. All right, guys. Yep, that's gonna do it here. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care. See you next time.